Hello, welcome to Accounting Hub. I'm Professor George Scarpin, PhD in accounting, and our topic today is about standard costs. When we talk about standard costs, we have usually four variants: direct materials, direct labor, variable manufacturing overhead, and fixed manufacturing overhead. So we have four videos on this series. The other three videos, they are in our video description. Okay? So how do we find the standard cost of direct materials? Standard quantity times standard price. So we have the standard cost of direct materials. For instance, product X requires 10 pounds of direct materials at $6.5 per pound. So our standard cost will be $65 per case. Okay, and how many variants do we have? We have two variants: price variance and quantity variance. Price variance. Uh, we are talking about difference in price. How much of the variance is doing to paying a higher or lower price? So, how do we find it? The difference of our prices, actual less standard, times the actual quantity. And direct materials quantity, it is the opposite. Uh, Actual quantity less standard quantity times standard price. So let's go to our Excel file. It is much easier to find it. So as you already know, if you are a regular here, all of our Excel files, they are free to download, and the link is also in our video description. So let's consider our product here: direct materials, direct labor, variable manufacturing overhead, and fixed manufacturing overhead. Here we have the Excel files for all of our four videos, so it will be much easier. So let's consider here only direct materials. 7 pounds, 2.5 per pound. So our standard cost is 17.5. These are our actual numbers for January. Number of cases produced, 41,000. Direct materials purchased and used, 266,500 pounds. So our cost per pound here will be direct materials divided by number of cases. Whoa, sorry. It is a given number. So sorry. $2.6 per pound. Okay, so how do we find our actual cost? And here we work with direct materials used. Okay, so now here 2.6 times 266. Our standard cost, how do we find it? Standard cost per case times number of cases. 717.5 thousand dollars. Direct materials variance. It is, remember, variance. We never use positive and negative numbers. We work with absolute numbers and then favorable or unfavorable variance. So absolute number, ABS, standard less actual or actual less standard, it doesn't matter. So our total variance will be $24.6 thousand. Favorable or unfavorable? Our actual cost is lower than our standard cost, so it is favorable. If we want to do a formula here, if our standard cost is greater than our actual cost, we will have unfavorable variance. Otherwise, we will have favorable variance. Oops, sorry, it is the opposite. If our actual cost is greater than our standard cost, it is unfavorable. Otherwise, it is favorable. Yes, much better now. Okay, that makes sense. Let's work with our price variance and quantity. Also, the quantity used. So, quantity here, price variance, uh, and then, or sorry, price variance, purchase. Because we are working with price, of course, we need to work with the purchase number. Direct materials purchase, 266. And then let's work with our prices. And here, our favorable or unfavorable will be based on price. So if our actual price is greater than our standard price, we will have unfavorable variance. Otherwise, we will have favorable variance or nothing if it is exactly the same. So our actual price, 2.6. Our standard price, 2.5. So it will be unfavorable. We don't know how much, but it will be unfavorable. Our actual price greater than our standard price. So our price variance, absolute, again, act, actual less standard times quantity. So here, unfavorable 26.6 thousand dollars. And here, the same here for if we copy and paste this formula here, we will have the favorable or unfavorable, compare, use it, and allow it. So how do we find it? Uh, so here, actual quantity usage. Usage to 166.5. Allow it. We need 7 pounds per case. So 7 pounds per unit. 7 pounds times 41. That is number of cases. So if we work very well, we need 287,000 pounds. And our standard price, 2.6 or 2.5, sorry. And then, so we have favorable variance. And that is quite logical because we are paying a higher price, so probably a more quality uh, direct materials. So here we have favorable. How much? ABS, allow it, less. Oops, we need one more parenthesis here. Allow it, less, use it, times standard price, 51. How do we know if this one is right? We do combine favorable and unfavorable. So favorable less unfavorable, it must be the total. So here, 51 favorable less unfavorable must be the 20, the 24. Okay? What if we have increasing or decreasing inventories? Number of direct materials purchased greater than used. It will be exactly the same. For the total will be used. For price will be purchase. So purchase here 295 instead of 266. And variance will be used instead of purchase. The only problem here is our numbers will not match anymore. If we do the favorable less unfavorable here, our numbers will not match anymore. So that's why a lot of companies, even if they have this scenario here, they work with this scenario. So they consider number of purchase equal number of used, and they are guided by the number of used. Okay, so we have these two scenarios here. Okay, guys. So thank you so much. If you have questions or comments, leave it here or email me at jscarping@gmail.com. Please subscribe our channel, like our video, and like our Facebook page, Accounting Hub by Dr. Scarping. Guys, have a very nice day and God bless you.